Alright, last time I was showing you just a simple riff. It slid between the minor and major scale. This time I want to expand on that to focus on the connecting point between the major and the minor and major. So, still starting on the A minor scale, but focusing on the D string and the G string. We're starting on the G. Same thing. That center is where I want to focus this on. That's what I want to add to it. So what we're doing, and again, minor scale that I use, I'm starting on the A. That's the root note. I hate doing it this way, but that's how everybody seems to know scales. So we're going 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7. Only 2 on that string. Come down to the G string, 4, 5, 7. On the B string, we're going 5, 6, 8. On the E string, it's 5, 7, 8. Okay, and just your standard major scale up here. This is the only one that I do that's different. So, on the G string, we use the very beginning of that scale, and then slide up on the only 2 that we have on the D string. Come back down to that 5th fret. See what I'm doing? Slide up to your C scale on this G string. Here, from the 7th to the, what is that, 9th? Back to the 7th, 10th. Slide from the 9th to the 10th. So it's, and then we're doing the exact same thing up here. So it's 10, 9, 10 to 12, and then 10, 12 with a half bend in there. See there? Then the second time around, we're changing it. We're using the entire scale pattern here in the center. So it's 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 9, slide down to 7, now you can hammer on if you want to. I pick it, but go back down on the 9 and pull off, and then so we're going from 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, pull off, 7, 9, 10, come down to the G string, 7, 10, 9, 7, slide down to the 5th, and then start over. That will solidify your knowledge and your comfort on the D and the G strings in this area between the A minor and the C major scale, which is the minor and major scale. No matter, you can change the key, it doesn't matter. It's always going to work that way on the minor and major scale. In the future, I'll expand on this to include other strings, and once we've got all of that down and feel comfortable with not only combining the major and minor on the G and D, but also the high E, the B, and coming up to the A. Might throw some E string in there, but I doubt it. I'm not a fan of E string and riffs unless it's, you know, really metal sounding, and that is not metal sounding. But anyway, once I can expand on that and get through the major and minor scale connected fully, then I'll expand it and show you another scale to encompass more of the neck. The whole point being, once you feel comfortable with these two scales that connect this much of the neck, and then we expand it to a couple more scales to encompass this part of the neck, then this is child's play, because up here is just another A, and it's the same stuff. It's easy as sin. Once we tackle from 12 up here, we've got this part of the neck up to the A. So we've got A and C, then we'll have this and here, and then that's just rewriting what we've already done, minor and major. Now, that's not going to take care of any song all the way up the all the way up the neck. You're going to have to be able to, this is the A minor scale, C major scale. The scales are the scales. It's always going to be the same. All you need to do is take the C. If you're playing something in D major, move it up to D. And you've got the exact same scales. I still got to stretch that part. You've got the same scales that you can put together, and it'll be the exact same. The cage system works similarly. I'm just not a fan of the cage system because it doesn't work well for me at all. Trying to learn it did not work well. The major and minor, that's child's play. Once you learn the minor and you learn the major and you realize how seamlessly they connect to each other, you're on your way. That's the whole point of this. So we'll keep going. Give that a shot. Make sure it's comfortable. You can play it without a problem. Move it to a different, move it around if you want. Play it in D minor. Play it in E minor. Hell, I don't care. Whatever you need to do to train your fingers to slide up 2 frets to connect the minor scale to the major scale. That's all it is. It's just 2 frets. From the D, G, B, and E strings, it's 2 frets up. From where you in the A minor scale that I just showed you, 2 frets up, there's your C major scale. On the E and the A strings, the low E and the A string, they overlap. So there is that. That's why I use that minor scale, because I don't like using the lower strings overlapping the major scale. It doesn't make any sense. I'm losing notes there, as I could be using that. Anyway, try that out, see how it works for you. Let me know if I need to explain something better or if it's just not your style. We can go from there.